Hello, darlings. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you're another YouTuber, let me know down in the comments and I will sub you back. Now stay safe, get your boosters, and here's the video. Hello, darlings. It's Brandy here. Today we are going to make a super cute sky kawaii / Sailor Moon set. I'm really happy with the way that they came out. My stamping left a little something to be desired, but we will get into that in a minute. It's shameless promotion time. Hello, darlings. It's Brandy here. We are doing a huge Black Friday sale. Buy one, get one 50% off, almost site-wide. I mean, old products, new products, Christmas products, designer, everything. All of that is going to be in the buy one, get one half off, okay? The nail tips are going to be marked down to $10.99, and you still get all those little goodies in there. So definitely come check out the website early, mark what you want to get because there are limited amounts of some of the products, especially the Christmas stuff. So I will see you soon on the 26th. Okay, y'all, so if you have been watching my videos, on the left of the screen is our little magnets so that you can get the oversized kawaii charms and take them off when you don't need them. If I did it on a Versace set, I know that Cherie from Just Nailed It, she did it on the Gucci Bunny Bears, so, you know, anything that's large, it works perfectly on. Of course, they can be used on smaller charms or heavier charms, you know, whatever. Sky's the limit, right? And these oval bling charms, I've got those in. There's only a handful of each one or less, but they're gorgeous. And both of these products are going to be part of the buy one, get one half off sale. So, you know, just a couple little new things I'm showing out there. Also, all our glitters are marked down. All the older metal pieces and stuff, all of that is marked down, and it's all included in the buy one, get one half off. So I hope that you guys really take advantage of this sale because the prices are like rock bottom. So, yes. And with this video, we are using the stuff from the regular kawaii box. But, you know, I had this cute little video, so I figured I would just put it in there. The first box is a Christmas kawaii box, $14.99. It pretty much has everything that's non-religious in the box itself for the Christmas drop. So, here is the kawaii charm box. I used all the I used all the sky kawaii charms. So, the moon, the star, the sun, the cloud, the rainbow, and all that is in there. Plus, in the middle section, it's kind of random what you get. So, you know, it can go a whole bunch of different ways, and that's kind of like a big surprise there for you. So, without further ado, let's get on to the video. Okay, so I'm using our double XL tips, of course. Those will be on sale as well. I painted the bottom or the top of the French with a very shimmery light nude color. Like I told you in the last video, I am all about the shimmer and the sparkle this holiday season, so you're going to be seeing it a lot. I am using some of the colors from the iMethod Beauty Staycation Gel Polish set. It comes with basically like what you need, you know, pink, purple, blue, green, orange, and then like yellow, and then like a creamy yellow. So it gives you a nice array of colors. And since the actual kawaii charms are very candy colored, you know, they usually are anyway, I decided to use those and then swirl up the colors of each charm on the bottom of the French, so that like each nail has its own little color scheme. I'm using a cheap liner brush that got kind of splayed like the bristles did because I wanted to be able to pick up a good amount of polish each time, and the Beetles liner brushes and those super thin ones were not going to cut it. So I took the little charms and I set them in front of what each nail would be. And since the star and the moon are both pink and yellow, I kind of did, more yellow on the star and more pink on the moon, just to give it a little bit of variety. And I did add that white in there because of the rainbow and just to, fill up some of the spots if there are any, because I didn't want to do a true, like, drag marble. I just kind of wanted it to be however it came out. And I didn't really worry too much if I missed a little spot here or there, because I knew that I was going to pearl out the bottom of the French. So those little spots kind of just go away. But I did try to pay attention, because you don't want it to be all like turning brown because you mixed all the colors together and it's just like this ugh, you know? So they're sort of separate, sort of swirled, sort of, whatever, but yeah. So the rainbow one is the only one I did different, but it's the same thing. I just, made a little rainbow with the colors that I had out. I did add a little red and green to make it just a little more rainbowy looking. But it's a super, super easy. I know I'm kind of off screen a little bit here and there, but I mean, Pride Month really teaches you how to do rainbows in so many different ways. Since a lot of that happened off screen, I just kind of cut it out, and that is the finished look. Again, I wasn't too worried about any little spots that there might have been, because I was, when you put chrome or pearl or duochrome or what have you, it really forgives a lot of little errors, so it's always a good thing to have. Okay, on to the next part. I am taking my Model 1's top coat and I am only top coating the bottom of the nail. I did remove the sticky layer from the top of the nail just to be safe, because when you use chromes, powders, glitters, if you don't get rid of that sticky layer, it's just going to stick to the whole nail. So when I do chromes and pigments, I put the top coat on. I only cure it for 10 seconds in my 60-second lamp. And as far as pearl powders go, they are there's more that you get from it than the other, like, multi-chromes and stuff like that. So you get more for your dollar, basically. So after the 10 seconds in the lamp, I use whatever chrome powder. Less is more, less is more, okay? You want to make sure that you put an even but thin layer of top coat on, because if you put it too thick and, because it's not cured right, or not cured all the way, I should say, if there's too much top coat, it's going to gunk up and shift and whatever. So I use basically the little dust that gets on the cap, and I just kind of tap it along. If I did put too much of the powder on the eyeshadow applicator, I just kind of dab it into different sections of the nail and then turn it over and rub it that way, just so that it's not gunking up, like I said. And then you can put it back in the lamp and get that fully cured so that you're good. So here is the Sailor Moon stamping plate. Catherine got it for me. She knows I love anime and manga. I actually am not a huge Sailor Moon fan, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't actually watched the cartoon, but the manga was very, very slow to me. Like, it was just, it couldn't keep my attention, to be honest. But I prefer, like, dark, scary, tragedy, psychological murder game type stuff. So, anyways, just a little bit more about myself. Okay, what you just watched was me testing out if white polish would look okay on the colors, or if I would have to go with black. And the white kind of got washed out with the pearl, so I switched over to the black. Now, for nail stamping, there are so many factors that come into picking up a clean image. What kind of stamper you have, the way that you roll it, the temperature in the room, the thickness of the actual nail polish, the plate, is it etched deep enough? Because a lot of times when you see a lot of fine lines and stamping plates, it's hard to get that image to come out good. So if you are a beginner for stamping, I would keep that in mind and stay away from those little thin images because they're a pain in the ass, let me tell you. So I am using one of those lint brush rollers to clean up the image on the stamper head itself. Some people use their card, but my card doesn't work like that. It's actually a fairly thick one, so I'm not sure, but I don't mind using the tape, it's fine. So when you are placing the stamp, it's good to have a clear stamper head so that you can see exactly where you're putting it on the nail. And this image actually had given me a little bit of trouble, but it came out in the end, so I'm happy. I also have a strawberry core here, and I use cotton balls and acetone to clean off the polish on the stamping plate. I wear gloves all the time, so actually using like an acetone pump bottle and then, you know, doing it with my hand, the gloves actually melt. So the strawberry core was a huge help. They do have regular cotton claws, is what they're called, I guess, but they were like twice as much or more than the strawberry core, and the strawberry core is very sturdy, where the other ones kind of looked like a pen. So I went with the strawberry core, and it saved me a lot of time and effort. I'm sorry I'm out of frame so much. I hadn't stamped in a while, so it was a little confusing to me. But basically I ended up putting either one sizable stamp or a few other stamps to make it, you know, cover the bottom of the nail mostly, because, you know, with just the small ones it would have looked a little funny. So I'm happy with the way they came out. Okay, so let's go into the steps of stamping. You have your stamping plate. You pick your image. Now, I personally cover the whole image with the stamping polish. Some people will just put a line at the top and that works for them, but it doesn't work for me. So you take your card at a 45-degree angle and you swipe it against the top of the stamping plate. You don't want to put too much pressure though, because you'll pick up all the extra polish, not just the extra polish, but the polish in the image as well. So you want to lightly swipe it. And then you take your stamper, you can like mush it straight down and then mush it straight down again, like to pick up the image and then place the image on the nail. I am a roller, whether it's side to side or up and down, it just depends on my mood, and if one isn't working, I'll go the other way. If you don't like where the image is placed, and you get it quick enough, you can use rubbing alcohol to clear it off. Otherwise, you just take a little bit of acetone and just lightly rub it, and it should come off very easily. Now, when I use the stamper, I was talking about rolling it. That's what I mean. But you want to only lightly kiss the plate unless you're doing the smushing method. If you're rolling, you don't want to like put too much pressure because it won't pick up right or it'll distort the image. I mean, stamping is a whole different art form. And I haven't done it in a long while, so it was interesting. The pinky is not lined up at all. I just really screwed the pooch with that one, but that's all right. The rest of them look good, so. I'm going to leave this nail in as well because it's using a regular size stamping plate, not one of the little round ones. But I do the same thing. I cover the whole image with polish, and I let it be a little juicy. I mean, I don't want to waste too much, but I definitely want every single etching to, you know, be full. So I did the swipe at the 45-degree angle. I did the light rolling. And now I am going to clean up the image as much as I need to, which I really didn't, which was awesome. And I am just applying it to the nail. Like I said, I'm a roller, so I place it and then do one side and the other. There was a little bit on the French part, but I was not worried about it. Like I said, you can clean it with rubbing alcohol or a little bit of acetone. So I hope this little part was helpful to people that, you know, maybe had some questions about stamping. So now I swear by this. It is Nicole Diary oil-based, quick drying, no smudge top coat. So what I do is I take the polish and I place a few large drops near the top, and then I just kind of float that polish down to the bottom of the nail, so that I'm not actually putting any pressure on the stamped image so it won't smudge. It's air dry. It dries very, very quickly. So, and it locks your image in there so that you can do whatever you want, add gems, put the gel top coat over it, which is what I do. And that was me just playing with the little extra that was on there, but like I said, with the charms, it was fine. And I do it for all the nails, and it only takes a couple minutes to dry, so I love it. Now, I did run into a little bit of a problem with these charms. Whenever I put especially resin charms on my nails, I always score the back with my e-file real quick, just because it's good to have a good gripping surface. So I use my regular UV drill gel glue, and it seemed like they were fine and they were attached, but when I went to put them on to take the pictures, a couple of them popped off. So I would recommend using regular air dry nail glue, just a couple drops, and to place the charm onto the nail, and then take the UV drill gel glue or whatever and go around the edges to seal it in to make sure that it's not going anywhere, and then you can top coat around it or over it as well, because if they're acrylic, it's not going to do any harm to the charms. Plus, a lot of times with press-ons, when you're putting them on or taking them off, I know I say this every video, but the part that goes onto your actual nail needs to be flexible so that the press-on nail tip will fit correctly. So if you're applying them or pulling them off, like, that flexibility can sometimes pop off your charms or your gems, because, you know, you're not really being careful with what you're doing. You're just kind of boom, 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 boom. And then, you know, that's where the issues come in. So just a little pointer. All right, so this is the finished set. They are super, super cute. I used the Sailor Moon shapes on the thumb, the pointer, and the pinky. And the other two came from the large stamping plate. I love them. I think they're super cute. You can only get these charms in the Kawaii charm box. Those 2 charm boxes are not on sale because they are marked down as much as I can. And please, please, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Especially please share the sale. Please, please. I really want this to go well, so I would appreciate it if you tag me. I will repost something for you if you'd like. Just let me know, but it would mean a lot if it could be shared or reposted. And I think that's about it. Thanks so much for watching. Have a marvelous day. And thanks again. Mwah.